Welcome to Go Lurk Yourself, a podcast about streaming and playing video games on the internet. My name is Crunky.
And I'm Cherry Cake.
Today we're doing something a little weird, a little different. We're going to watch and react live to the PlayStation 5 Showcase. So it's just started just now. You might hear some dead space in here. I'm going to edit it for the podcast to where there'll be less space and more of us talking. So if you hear us saying things, if you're watching this on YouTube and you hear us saying things like, we just watched this part, we're being descriptive for the audio feed and so forth. But how you doing, Cherry? You excited for this?
Yes.
All right. We're now looking at a trailer for, I don't know, what is this? Some medieval RPG? Action RPG?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Square Enix. This has got to be Final Fantasy, maybe?
It could be.
Creative Business Unit 3. Oh, them. This looks Final Fantasy E.
It does. That looks like Shiva.
Oh, little puppy. Yeah, this is definitely Final Fantasy. Is that Quiet? The girl from
I don't know.
Witcher 3?
Oh.
Yeah. Is she Quiet or is Quiet from Metal Gear Solid? I don't remember.
Metal Gear, yeah. That's a chocobo. Come on.
Is that a chocobo?
I think so. Certainly look like one. Also, this sounds very British as well.
I blame the English.
Yeah. We invented Square Enix.
I think fantasy tropes always have British tinge to it, don't they? Always
they
have
they just make us sound evil.
Well, I mean, you know.
Yeah.
You guys were an empire for quite a long time.
We were a good one, though. Wait.
Oh, they only teach you the good stuff in school, don't they?
Say it's any different about yours.
I know.
This feels, if this is Final Fantasy, this feels like a very different.
It reminds me more of Final Fantasy 14, I want to say, the MMO. Because the MMO is more single player. Well, I say that. It appears to me, as someone who's not intimately familiar with it, it appears to me to be very story driven compared to other MMOs. Like World of Warcraft, you know, there's kind of a story if you pay attention, but it's real easy to miss.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy, they kind of beat you over the head with it.
Yeah, it's an interesting setting they've gone for, though.
Yeah, for sure. I know our buddy Chichin is going to be excited about this. He's been going back and replaying all the Final Fantasies from like part 1 up.
Oh, nice.
Legacy of the Crystals. The crystal stuff is in the MMO. I only know from watching Chichin play it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the crystals go way back. I mean, as far as I know, they're in the first 2 or 3 of them.
Well, they have a spin-off with the Crystal Chronicles as well, don't they?
Oh, they do, don't they? So if you're a huge Final Fantasy diehard listening and watching this, please forgive my ignorance. I played a couple of the Final Fantasies, but I don't know the series at all.
I don't know the earlier ones.
Dark. I'll kill you if it's the last thing I do.
Ooh, edgy.
Final Fantasy 16.
Man.
Very classic logo there.
Yeah, I'm happy they still have that.
You know, I'm glad that they're kind of going back toward the medieval fantasy looking genre instead of, you know, boy band in a car driving around. Like, I was okay with it, but it was like odd. It didn't feel Final Fantasy to me.
Yeah.
All right, the next thing up is shapes and logos. A giant X. Is this X-Men? Or is this an Xbox crossover?
Oh, God.
All cinematic and gameplay footage you are about to see from this point forward in the show has been captured in the PlayStation 5 systems. Systems, huh? You think that's an actual PS5 system running this? Or like a souped up emulator?
They want... Oh, Spider-Man.
Is that who that is? Miles Morales.
Oh, yeah. You know, I never played the other one, the first one.
I think it's on sale right now.
I've heard it's a really good game.
It is. It's fun. It kind of gets tedious at the end if you go for unlocking everything, kind of like all games can, but it's a really good story.
One thing I will say about the Spider-Man universe, I guess, in these games is that they look really like so cool.
Yeah, they're top of the line graphics. I was playing God of War. I kind of didn't finish it back when it was released, and now it's on sale on the PSN for like $10 or $14. And like it's a great game. And you know me, I love Dark Souls style combat, but man, it is so tedious.
Yeah,
I got pissed off. Yeah, look at these amazing graphics. Like this reminds me of a little bit of like some of the scenes in Last of Us 2 or Shadow of the Tomb Raider when she's in the town, just a bustling city.
I love games these days that go straight from cutscenes into the gameplay. It's so clever how they do that now. That's
one thing. One of the design goals of that God of War game is the camera never cuts. It always just zooms in and out of, like when it's a cinematic, it just stays in one shot. It's
crazy.
Got a level of immersion in it that's cool.
Yeah.
All right, we'll try not to be so snarky, but we usually laugh at all the prisoners.
Yeah, we usually roast these guys.
He looks like the cousin of the Red Hot Chili Pepper singer.
Wow, wear black some more. I don't think you blend into the background enough.
Oh, there they are.
Oh, damn.
There's the big bad of the game.
Forgive me for not knowing much about the superhero universes, but is this set in the same space as the other Spider-Man?
I don't know for sure, but my guess is it is based on what I've seen, because I believe in the story of the first Spider-Man, he takes the mantle of it toward the end.
Right, okay.
There's a really good, if you ever are in the mood to see it, there's a movie called Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, I've heard that's really good.
I mean, it's good. I don't like to oversell it to people that maybe might not like superhero stuff, but it's a unique take, and I think that's what people like about it, is like you go in not knowing what it is, and it's like an interesting thing because it literally deals with like multiverse. There's a Spider-Man, different kind of Spider-Man in every multiverse, so it's kind of a neat concept.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
Like literally, there's one that's a black and white pig cartoon Spider-Man.
Oh, nice.
Well, the graphics and the animation looks great in this, obviously.
Wish I knew what the storyline was there.
Yeah, big bad corporation has explosive canisters. Now there's 2 of them,
I guess.
Oh, they have different people wearing the suit.
Well, they got the mask wearing down at least.
Yeah. Ooh, those are different animations from the first one. One thing, the first one's really awesome combat. Like it's real fluid, sort of like how Batman was,
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen the combat and it looks really cool.
There's only like, even though there's plenty of animations, there's just so many of them. And after a while, when you're killing hundreds and hundreds of people, you start to get the same ones over and over again.
Yeah.
Or you use the more effective ones,
I'm liking the neon look that the bad guys are going for this time.
Yeah. Nothing says super badass evil like purple laser lights. Are we bad guys? Or are we going to a rave after this? I don't know.
He just went invisible then.
The bad guy did, or Spider-Man?
No, Spider-Man did.
He has some kind of power that's going off and on, doesn't he?
Yeah, it looks like fire electricity kind of deal.
Which is one thing Spider-Man needs, is the power of fire.
Yeah. Oh. Rip that bridge.
He's going to try. He's going to fix it.
Fix it with your spider webs. Whoa. I feel like I'm watching a movie.
Yeah, that's definitely, they're giving away a little bit of the best cinematics here, aren't they? there's a couple of really good action set pieces like this in the first one. One involving a taxi that's amazing. Like, I want to say in the first one, don't quote me on the number, but there's probably 8 to 10 really awesome set pieces. One involving a helicopter. They're on like a bridge swing.
Yeah.
You're gonna make a spider bridge.
Good old QuickTime events.
Speaking of God of War, God of War is one of the games that invented that, or I mean, kind of made it mainstream to have QuickTime events.
Yeah.
And then over 3 games ruined it to where no one likes them anymore. I remember Bayonetta 1 has a lot of those in it, and then by Bayonetta 2, they were like, no, get rid of this shit.
The first Tomb Raider had a lot of them. The reboot Tomb Raider had a lot of QuickTime events.
Did it?
Yeah.
That's the one I still haven't played yet.
All this effort to save one person.
Yeah. I mean, how selfish can you get, Spider-Man? Be yourself. Holiday 2020. So that's this year.
Yeah.
Launch title.
Yeah, it would seem so. That's probably not a bad one to get your hands on.
No, I think it's a smart move because, that could have easily been a DLC pack for the first one.
Yeah.
But, have a launch title, fleshed out a bit. Hopefully it's not too short, but it's a known quality and quantity. Like, it's going to be good because the first one was so good. What's
the deal with those little parts in between? I feel like they're hinting at something and they're just going to reveal something.
Last time it was the console, right?
Oh, maybe so. Yeah, maybe it might be.
Maybe they're going to announce their own mini version or like the Xbox One S.
PS5 Lite.
This Harry Potter bullshit. There's an owl in a floating horseless carriage.
You never know.
Hey, it is Hogwarts.
Oh, you called it.
This is that Harry Potter game we've been hearing about for 5 years. I'm not the biggest Harry Potter fan, for those wondering why I'm shitting all over it.
Yeah, me either, unfortunately. I'm sure there are people out there that do like this kind of thing, though.
Exactly. I don't fault people. I don't yuck other people's yum, but I just never got into it. It's a very impressive looking game.
Yeah.
So you're not playing as Harry. You're
yourself.
Your own character.
Yeah.
Ooh. What are those? I don't remember seeing those in the movies.
Was this actual gameplay?
It didn't say that for this one, did it?
I don't know. I don't remember seeing anything. What is this going to be then?
Demon Souls.
In the Harry Potter universe, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Is this going to be one of those like games as a service where you just, like an MMO, you play it forever?
I don't know.
And you buy magic vials every week?
You earn gold to buy spells. All those
spells. You're like a magician junkie. You have to have like syringes. You have to shoot up every day to have magic power. You have to buy them from the PlayStation Network.
Yeah. Oh god, yeah.
That's the what game was it I was playing the other day? Street Fighter 5 is free on PlayStation Network right now.
Mm-hmm.
Hogwarts Legacy, that's what it's called. Live the Unwritten. But on PlayStation 5's Sony or Street Fighter 5, I grew up loving Street Fighter, but is the most cash grabby game I've ever seen. It's a fighting game, right? And half the characters you have to purchase with in-game currency. Half the levels that show up on the stages, you have to buy them to use them.
Oh man.
Yeah, and that was a full price game when it came out.
I think I remember. I don't know if it's you that told me about that or reading about that, but yeah, I do seem to remember that.
Ugh. All right, Dan
Yo,
Von
Dan.
Drake.
Wow.
What's up, dude?
I think he's been working out on lockdown.
He has been.
His forearms are massive.
So his biceps are too small either.
I think his neck is quite thick and all.
He's like, buy this game or I will crush you. Works for Raven Software.
We're back onto Blops. Black Ops.
Is that what this is? Okay. Yeah, there's Reagan. And a stereotypical Vietnamese or Vietnam warfighter, American warfighter. You have to have a card sticking in a helmet, in a green bowl helmet.
Yeah. Or the green bandana.
Yes. You have to have a full beard.
Yeah. And be really sweaty, apparently.
And a cigar hanging outside your mouth.
Yeah. So we watched the gameplay reveal for this game. And
which is where we got all our snark for it.
Yes. Just a bit meh about the whole thing, really.
Yeah, I mean, fool me
it's
fool
a COD
me
game.
14 times, COD, but it's the same game.
The campaign might be slightly different. I don't know.
Yeah, they're trying some new things, like with the kill streaks persisting through death. That's going to change how an average COD game flows. And you're talking to two people who have been enjoying the last Call of Duty. Like we play it almost every other day.
Yeah.
Well, some of us play it every other day. Some of us play it 14 hours a day, Cherry.
I do work in between.
This game is like, I don't know, it's not inspiring.
No.
I think the people that will love this game are not gamers. The people who are like loved the 80s and loved the Vietnam War setting. But I think a lot of people I know, a lot of people my age, I should say, are kind of like over Call of Duty at this point.
Yeah. It probably will appeal to those that maybe have been COD fans in the past, but are coming back to it, and this just happens to be the next one that's coming out. So if you jump into, I don't know, like, cause this is Treyarch that are doing this one, because this is Black Ops, and we are currently playing Modern Warfare, which is remind me,
Infinity Ward.
Thank you. Yeah.
So I was like, shit, who was it? I forgot.
I was like,
Oh, are we going to see someone's head explode? Kind of.
Sniper Elite, right there.
Yep.
I bet that doesn't happen in game, though.
That's a cutscene, right?
Surely. You use people as body shields?
Yeah. And I like, don't get me wrong. I think the gameplay will be fine. I just don't know if it has enough new hotness or enough exciting looking things to pull people away right now. Maybe it's because everybody's in the middle of Modern Warfare, but one of the things that I think that may help it is they're tying it into the Battle Royale. Warzone. So maybe there'll be enough cool news things that people will see there and go, oh, I should go get this.
The one thing that I think will attract people as well is that they have a campaign mode as well this time, because they dropped it for Black Ops 4.
That's right, they did.
Yeah, they dropped it in favor of the Battle Royale, and I think it suffered for that. Even though that
Battle Royale wasn't as happy in Warzone is.
No, not at all. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Little RC.
These set pieces are pretty nice. Man, that guy's got some tire issues.
Oh, what? Okay.
Is he going to blow up the plane with the RC car? Yes, he is.
Wow.
Well, when you got up this morning, did you think, we're going to see somebody blow up a plane with a remote control car bomb?
Yes, every day.
Today will finally be the day that we live that dream.
Yeah. I mean, it looks pretty cool, but this is all cutscene.
Right. This is something cool that you'll have once, and we just saw it once.
There's your stereotype.
Have you played the Call of Duty Modern Warfare solo campaign yet?
Yes, I have. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a fun 4 hours maybe.
I think I got about 6 hours of it. I ended up playing that all in one go. I played it from evening till the break of dawn.
It was pretty good. I've enjoyed it.
Like, I did, yeah, I like the story in that one.
I don't mind a short campaign if it's really, really good. If it's action-packed like that one was.
Yeah.
And that's one thing Black Ops has that we forget about because maybe you and I don't play it, but zombies mode. Yeah.
There was the one game mode that I could never get into. I didn't see the fun in it.
You see that? Starting Friday, you can play the alpha on PS4.
Is that if you have to pre-order it, though? Oh, no, play free. It says play free. Nominal fee required in Germany and Japan. Yeah.
Unless you're in Germany and Japan, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, it might be interesting.
Maybe we could try it.
Yeah.
Give it a chance for free. It doesn't cost anything with the download time and hard drive space.
Indeed.
Which, being a Call of Duty game, could be fucking 13 gigs as far as or 13 terabytes.
I'd like to see what that one ends up being. How big?
Yeah. Call of Duty Modern Warfare is atrocious on PC on all consoles, but it's even better on PC.
Yeah. All right,
what do we got here? The new Pac-Man game. A gritty, realistic Pac-Man game. No. It looks like Call of Duty. What is this?
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's Resident Evil, I bet.
Oh, he did say Chris.
Yeah. That Redfield, is that his name?
Chris Redfield, yeah.
This is the Resident Evil 8.
The new one, right.
Yeah.
I haven't seen much of this. All I've seen is like maybe a 2-second overview of the place they were in.
I had read a rumor like months ago that they were going back to that like crazy outdoor villager people that was popular from the fourth one.
Yeah, Resident 4, yeah.
Yeah, like they leave the house from Resident Evil 7 and where those hillbillies are from.
So they're in first person this, aren't they?
Yeah.
Did he say Mia?
I missed it. I was flapping my gums.
I looked like Nightmare Before Christmas.
It did.
Damn. I think this is going to be absolutely terrifying.
Have you ever played one of these all the way through?
No.
Let's say you're not a big horror game fan.
No.
Will you try this one?
First person stuff. No.
No.
I'll watch them do it.
You know yourself, at least.
Yeah. I have Resident Evil 7. I just never played it.
I played roughly 3/4 of it, and I enjoyed it. I just got frustrated at like one of the bosses. I was like, yeah, this is definitely like Children of the Corn or Wild Hillbillies in the Woods kind of horror game.
Mm.
Jump scare time.
God damn, I actually turned away from the screen then as well.
Is that Castle Grayskull? Village. Resident Evil 8 Village.
Oh, you can see the 8 in there, yeah.
Oh, aren't those guys clever? Somebody at Capcom got paid a lot of money to write that.
Yeah. I'd like to watch someone play that.
I'll play it and you help me with the puzzles.
Sure.
By what?
Why is everyone British in these games?
Because British people are evil. We've been over this.
Clearly.
24 hours, 8 targets. Oh, this is that.
I've seen this. Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of these we've seen. Deathloop Presents. Birds, One Stone. This is a different trailer. Time loop game. See, games like these always intrigue me. Like, it's kind of like the Hitman thing where you have to start over a lot, but this one they kind of built that into the story because it's science fiction.
Yeah.
Like games where you can rewind time and stuff are really neat.
Ooh, that looked painful.
Did you ever play back in the day that indie game called Braid?
No, but you told me about Braid.
Yeah, it's got a really cool. It was like the first game I know of. I'm sure there were others, but the first one I played where you could rewind time.
Mm.
And like at first you're like, well, this is going to make the whole game a joke, but then like the puzzle is how you rewind time. It's like you could push a button to slowly open a door. Well, when you rewind it, it's slowly closing, so you have to do something before you go back through it. It's really a neat concept.
Yeah.
And this kind of sounds like it could be something like that. Like if they really explore the concepts and make really dynamic gameplay out of it. Because right now I'm seeing a lot of like, oh, look, we're like, what do they call that genre in the 70s? Grindhouse movie aesthetic.
Yeah.
But go with a clever gameplay. It could be a real hit.
Yeah. The little title and animation screens remind me of, is it Vertigo?
Yeah. Yep. The classic movie Vertigo.
Hitchcock, yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's a good call.
So I'm curious about
hacking.
the actual point of this, whether they're like individual missions that you have to complete, or if it's
big world or something.
Yeah, the story is elusive to me.
Yeah. Well, it's a shooter as well.
Oh, damn right.
Yeah, I'm curious. I'm definitely interested in checking this one out, or at least following it closer and looking at reviews, because I love a game that brings something new and interesting to the table. Like the worst thing that I think happened in gaming in the last, I don't know, 10 or 15 years was that there were so many generic shooters out there, military shooters, that one of the best games of the generation kind of got ignored because it looked so generic. It was that way on purpose. And that name's escaped me. I told you about it before. Yeah, the one where you about halfway through there's a huge twist about what's really going on. It's because your character's insane. Shoot, now I have to look it up.
You know what I mean? Farscape.
No.
Yeah. Oh, not Farscape. Far Cry, I mean. That's an exclusive, but it is also available on PC. Oh, it's a console exclusive. Did they give a release date? I think I missed that.
I didn't see it. Shoot.
So these little in-betweeny bits are the buttons on a controller. So they're the X, circle, triangle, and square.
Oh, they're going to zoom out and show us the controller at the end, like we haven't already seen it?
No idea.
Spec Ops: The Line was that game.
Oh, right, okay.
The Capcom game. Oh, this is Dante, or no.
Devil May Cry?
Yeah, Devil May Cry again. I think. Yep.
Oh.
Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition. Oh, okay. I was like, yeah, it looks like the guy's Kane from Part 5 that I played. Oh, it is because it's Part 5 again.
Mm.
It's a smart move putting this game out again, because I don't think this game got near as much attention as it deserved, because it did some really, really good things in this genre, which there aren't a whole lot in this genre.
Yeah.
The slash 'em up games, they're kind of dead. God of War was one back in the day.
Yeah.
And then Bayonetta's one. But I played this one all the way through on 5, and it was really good. It had a lot of fun.
Yeah, Devil May Cry is one of those series that I kind of always wanted to play, but there was just always something else to play instead of it.
Right. Maybe a discounted special edition will be a incentive. It's funny because they put an even more emo guy in here than Dante. That guy with the cane.
Yes.
He uses, he's like a, not a necromancer, maybe a necromancer. He has beings that he summons to fight for him. Really cool. They have that brunette with the glasses on who smokes. She's like runs the car she's supposed to go shop from.
Yeah.
Really quality game. Available digitally at launch.
What about the special edition includes then?
The ability to pay $10 more for the same game you bought last generation.
With slightly better graphics.
Yeah. We up-res this texture. Just one right here. Here it is. The floor when you first start the game. All right. Now what? Oddworld. Is that new Oddworld game? Are they just going to show us all the games they've already shown us? Granted, we got Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
This looks so 90s. I always associate this with 90s or early 2000s.
Yeah, I used to love these games.
These look like... Every character in this looks like somebody that was rejected from the Phantom Menace.
I thought you were going to say something like Star Wars. This guy looks like a discount KFC dude.
Yeah.
Colonel.
He's got a good voice, though. He's got a characteristic voice, or some good characteristics to his voice.
Hmm.
He could do voiceover work.
Yeah.
The power of PlayStation 5. So you a big Abe World fan? Abe's Odyssey fan?
I used to be.
Nice.
It's been a fair few years since I last played one.
Yeah, they really haven't put out a whole lot, have they?
No. But
I remember
not
specifically knowing what genre it was.
It was... I'd say primarily it was a platformer. But it was kind of like a puzzle platformer.
Yeah. I remember in 2000 when I got my GameCube, and my buddy my next door neighbor, friend of mine, kept going on and on about this game called Halo on the Xbox. And I was like, yeah, but at the time I was playing like other PC shooters. So I was like, I don't need to play a shooter with a controller.
Yeah.
But that he had this game, and I watched him play it for just a little bit.
It has great humor in it.
That's good. Soulstorm. That might be worth checking out. It's weird seeing that for PlayStation, though, right? Because was that an Xbox exclusive back in the day?
No, it was PlayStation. Was
it?
Yeah, because I remember having it was on a demo disc for the PlayStation.
All right.
It might have been on Xbox as well. I don't know. Back in the day.
I know it was on the original, like old school Xbox, because it was like a launch title or launch window title.
Yeah.
I might not have that exactly right.
Did that say it was an exclusive?
I didn't see. I was too busy talking again. I'm doing a bad job.
God damn. Sounds like GLaDOS. Game?
Yeah.
What? Did you see that?
Yeah, like the creepy doll face on the top left. Let's play a game together. Somebody said this is FNAF in chat.
Yeah.
Man, a big AAA FNAF game?
Dang.
My daughter's going to want a PlayStation 5 after this.
Jump scare?
Is it really?
There you go.
There's a jump scare. Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. Well, I'll be.
Okay. Anything else with that? No?
All you get is just a teaser. No release date. Here's a more ominous place. You know what this is? This is probably like the background while the PlayStation's on, what you see on your TV.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, because it's definitely there are triangles and squares and circles. Well, now what?
PlayStation Studios.
This is Demon Souls. Because you hear her say that about 5 million times during the game.
Are you excited about this?
I'm cautiously optimistic. I've been burned. No. Hear me out. I've been burned too many times by expectations. But if you're going to remake a game, like from the ground up, like it's great because it looks good, it's modernized, but especially when you have a secondary developer, this Blue Point Games, are they going to lose any bits of what makes the first one great? Like its controls and its how it feels?
This looks amazing.
Yeah. Looks like Dark Souls, doesn't it? It
looks like Dark Souls, but better.
Oh, yeah. The graphics are insane. but like the concept, like everything I've seen about it, like right here, this looks good. But I've been jaded and burned so many times that I'm like looking for the catch. See how he's blocking.
Yeah, with the Dark Souls games, I don't know if half of the jank and awkward controls is something that adds to the whole package of the game. That's what makes it frustratingly difficult and fulfilling, I guess.
Yeah.
So if you bring it into like this century, you know,
yeah,
with upgraded graphics and stuff,
what makes that game, what makes this series of games great is that they do control so precisely. Like they control a very particular way with the targeting and the blocking and the parrying and stuff. But that's what's good about it to me. See, he just did a parry move on him. So yeah, so far this gameplay footage looks like this is the opening level, like the tutorial area. And I don't see the dot that you normally get when you lock on someone, but clearly he's still facing him. So it looks like the lock on is working. Yeah,
there's no HUD if you look.
Yeah, you're right. But all of this looks just like the opening area, unless I haven't played it in a while. It may be slightly modified and I just don't notice, but this looks generally like what the start of the game looks like.
Yeah.
Or what I remember it to look like. And the fog gate here. So if it's a faithful remake that upscales everything without screwing up the controls or like overall how the game feels, then I'll be very happy to play it. Don't get me wrong, I'm going to get it regardless. Give it a try. I just hope they announce that it's a launch title, because then I'll actually pre-order a PS5, or I'll try to
take on a boss.
Yeah, that's the big boy right here.
Wow,
he's basically the same type of boss as the tutorial boss from Dark Souls, if you've ever noticed.
Okay, for those that don't know me, I really don't like Dark Souls. I think it's a stupid game, so hate me all you want for it. But this looks amazing. The lighting and the detail.
Yeah. Well, what you don't like about Dark Souls is not necessarily all to do with the graphics, right?
Oh no, I just find it stupidly hard.
Yeah, this game's going to do the same.
Wow.
In fact, Demon's Souls was the last of the Souls series that I played before Sekiro came out.
Yeah.
And I found it easier than Dark Souls 1 and 2 because I had learned like what FromSoft expects from you.
Yeah.
By the time most people who played Demon's Souls first said it's the hardest because obviously they were learning the FromSoft formula part. Yeah, I'm excited.
That looks very impressive.
Well, I can't wait to hear you rage quit it.
Yeah. No, I'll just watch you play it and live vicariously. Yeah.
Dark Souls easy mode, someone in their chat just said.
There's always one.
Now that they show Bloodborne, I can die happy. I don't have to play it. I just have to. I'll die knowing that it's coming out.
You might die of a heart attack from seeing it being released.
This FORTNITE?
Oh, come on. Really? Ah, it is at all.
Have you guys heard of FORTNITE? It's a video game. People play it.
Yeah, it's made for kids.
I like the genre, and I just don't like the building aspect of FORTNITE. I don't really have any problem with the art style in it. I think it's available at launch. Thank goodness.
Damn, I thought they were going to have to put a year wait on that.
Did I tell you I tried to play PUBG on PS5 the other day?
You did, and you uninstalled.
Oh my god! I installed it after one match. I was like, nope, not happening.
So this is the PlayStation Plus collection.
Oh. Are they going to take all the PlayStation Plus games that were free and have one big...
Maybe.
A new PlayStation Plus benefit for PlayStation 5 is what? Oh, the game Bloodborne, Monster Hunter World, Final Fantasy 15. So every AAA title from last gen, they're just going to have available. Uncharted.
Definitely seems like a lot of it.
That explains why they have a ridiculous sale going on for all these games right now on PS4. Until Dawn, Detroit Become Human. Are they going to give all these away?
No idea. I guess we'll see.
We'll give them away. Battlefield 1. Not a big fan of Battlefield 1.
No.
The Second Son was a PS4 launch title.
Huh. PS4. Oh, right, yeah.
Batman Arkham Knight. Last Guardian, that's a good game.
Yeah, I need to play that one.
It could be tedious and frustrating at times, but
I've heard.
Last of Us Remastered, which I'm like, I own this, I own digital version of this, I own this, I own this. Persona 5.
Persona 5, nice.
Resident Evil 7. Basically, if you've played a AAA title that was available on PlayStation 4 in the last generation.
Yeah.
Show them all again. Did we miss any of them? Ratchet & Clank, I didn't see that. Days Gone. Mortal Kombat X, Until Dawn, Resident Evil 7. Access the entire collection from your PS5 launch. Simply download games and start playing.
For free?
Well, part of the subscription,
PlayStation Plus is an ongoing subscription with a recurring fee. So it'll be, I'm assuming it will either be like the PlayStation Plus that is on the PS4 now, or like PS Now, I think it's called, where you can get like a backlog of games. Yeah,
the PS Now, they still have that. I was noticing the other day when it launched.
There's a good selection of the games on that.
Yeah, when PlayStation Now launched probably 4 or 5 years ago, you had to stream them. You couldn't actually download them.
Yeah.
But now several of them look to me like you actually download them. I didn't try it again, but yeah.
Actually get to see the console here.
Nope. Close POV shots of the the console.
I need a size reference.
It looks like a face with a mouth.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
He's like, I'm a PS5.
That's a beast.
Yeah. These shots are too close. I'm going to Photoshop a derpy face on the one with the slot on it.
Man, I still feel like
there you go.
There's
your price.
Huge. So
$500.
The 500 is for the disc version and 400 for the digital version.
Yep.
Damn it. Go back. So, November 12th. God damn it. We don't get it until the 19th.
You guys get it a week later?
Yeah.
Why do you guys always get hosed on that stuff?
I don't know. So, US, Japan, Canada, Mexico, Australia, New Zealand, South Korea, all on the 12th of November, and the rest of the world is the 19th.
You guys have to like go through it at customs and check it all out or something?
I don't know.
Oh, one more new revealed? Is that what he said?
What haven't we seen?
We haven't seen the up-res version of GTA 5 yet.
Don't even. Be something good.
Horizon, no? Uh-oh. It's definitely God of War. It's the new God of War. I can tell because I've been playing it, and that's the music from it.
Oh, is it? Oh, fair enough. Then.
And those are, what do you call it? That's his voice, too. Yeah. Ragnarok is coming. God of War Ragnarok, I guess? 2021, yeah. Who knew?
Next year.
Yeah. Probably Christmas next year, you think?
No idea. If they don't have any gameplay for it.
No, it doesn't look like it. This is all like a recap.
Yeah.
So what do you think? What are your general impressions of it, of this reveal? Or showcase?
Not bad. I'm kind of biased towards the PlayStation anyway.
Yeah. Why's that?
Just because I've always had one. I've only ever had an Xbox One in my lifetime, and that was solely to play Tomb Raider, because that was an exclusive.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
But that was the only time I've ever had one.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of love for the Xbox either. I think Xbox had one big claim to fame, and that's Halo.
Yeah.
As a series or as a genre of console manufacturer, but
yeah,
and Halo was kind of like, something I never really got into because I prefer to play my shooters with a mouse and keyboard.
Yeah.
My console shooter days were on the N64. So they're just re-showing clips we've already seen, aren't they? Or is this bonus footage? There we go. More Spider-Man. Little Big Planet. Ratchet and Clunk.
Little Big Planet.
Oh, there's a dragon on a bridge. You recognize that?
Maybe.
It's Aloy. So $500 for the one with the disc and $499 or $450 for the small one. The
400, I think, wasn't it?
Was it 400? Yeah,
I think so.
So, what do you think? Which one are you going to get if you get one?
Tough call, because generally I like to have physical copies of the game because I feel like I get more from them in terms of recycling. Because there are certain games, obviously, that some are just story driven and they're just a one playthrough or maybe a two playthrough, and that's it. They'll just end up just sitting there. So if I get a physical version, it means I can go and trade it in and get something else in return for it. But the digital, the PS5 digital version is cheaper, so I don't know.
Let me just verify here. Come on, work with me, computer. It is a full $100 cheaper. Wow, £100 cheaper.
So we get the PS5. It's $449 for us in pounds.
Oh, I was looking at the other thing. Never mind. You're right.
Yeah. So you guys have got $500
euros. Yeah. But you're actually paying a little bit more though.
Yeah, the conversion rate. Yeah, I know it won't work out.
So you're paying $449 or $359 for the digital version.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
No, it isn't. I was definitely expecting, particularly since there's two versions of it. I'm curious if I'm assuming that the digital version is just the same as the regular version, but just without a disc port, not like the Xbox where they've done a light version and the regular version.
Right. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's the same hardware otherwise. But yeah, that's an expensive disk drive for us. It's $100 cheaper in America.
Yeah.
I mean, that's huge. You think about it. This PS5 digital is $100 more than the cheap Xbox One S.
Yeah.
And that's significantly reduced Well, I say significantly. It's reduced hardware.
In relative terms.
Yeah. But what is the Xbox One X or the Xbox Series X, whatever the fuck it's called? It's $500, right?
Yes.
$500 and $300 for the cheaper one.
So it's $300 for the cheap one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna look this up because I don't remember.
No, that's how much attention we pay to Xbox, unfortunately.
Yeah, Xbox Series X is $499, and then the S is $299. That's a pretty good story. I mean, if you're think about the different kinds of gamers that are going, you're gonna have grown gamers like us who have our own money to spend, and we're gonna go, okay, as long as I get one, I'll be okay. Do I get the digital one for $100 cheaper and go all digital this year? Because you think if you go to Game and trade in, let's say you play in a year, you play 4 exclusives or 5, you buy 5 discs, and you buy the game for £60 when it comes out, and you go trade it back in. How much does Game give you off for that trade in? Like $20?
It will depend on obviously how old the game is.
Yeah,
because it just degrades with time. So,
but let's say you got a AAA title. Let's say you bought, I don't know, Batman or Spider-Man, for $60 with your console. And you get the disc. You take it home. You play it for a month, and then you go trade it in. And what do they give you? Probably £20 if it's relatively new title.
Probably 20. Probably more towards the 30 end.
More toward half. Okay.
Yeah,
In America, we get $18 to $25 for a $60 game. So I didn't know how much at GameStop. Yeah, I didn't know how much. Unless it's a huge bomb, then they give you even less. Like it's not popular.
That just occurred to me then as well is the price difference between the digital version and disc games.
Mm-hmm.
Because currently there is a difference. So is it the other thing as well, just to sidetrack from that train of thought, is that with the disc version, you can buy pre-owned games as well.
Right.
For
exactly.
less the price. You don't... And how often are digital versions going to go on sale? Or at least sell for the same price that you would be able to get a second-hand copy of something?
Right. What I found with the PS4 and era is that toward the end of, like, when a game comes out, it's full price, and then they might have it go on, like, if they have a big, spring or Christmas sale, they might have a recent game go on sale for like 10% off. But then after about 9 months, if a game's 9 months to a year old, it regularly goes on sale for half price on PS4. Like I bought God of War, which came out, a year and a half, 2 years ago. I bought it for $14 digitally yesterday or the other day, which now is dumb because I'm going to have it for free on PS5. Well, for free. It'll be available to if I can get a PS5.
Yeah.
But so I don't fault people for factoring that in, but if you do the math, like if you bought 5 games, relatively new games a year, and you saved 25, I'm just going to get my calculator out here, you nerds. So let's say you saved on average 25 pounds times 5 games, it's $125 a year. And if you factor in, let's say you saved another $100 a year on buying it used, you save $225 on 5 games on that console.
Mm-hmm.
So if you add that on to the cost of a pure digital one, you'd be basically paying $584.
Yeah.
For so yeah, I mean you're okay to buy the disc version if you can get your hands on it. You will save more money over the long haul, but man, they're really narrowing that window.
Yeah. Again, that's the thing with, I don't know how future-proof this is going to be as well.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of things that are happening now is that everything is going digital. There's not a great demand, or at least there isn't as much of a demand for hardware as there has been in the past.
Right.
So surely there has going to be a point where like the Stadia tried and kind of didn't really succeed, but maybe it will, or something similar will do in the future, where you just solely become digital, a streaming console.
Mm-hmm.
And you won't have a need for a physical copy of any games anymore. So how much, like, there's so many things that you have to factor into like the longevity of these consoles as well. How big are these? Like what's the specs on the PlayStation 5? How big is the hard drive?
They didn't say in that release, did they?
No.
I know there's a rumor right now that the Xbox Series X will have a proprietary external SSD expansion. That the rumor is $220 for it.
What?
Just for the hard drive, the 1 terabyte expansion hard drive.
What's in the actual console itself? 500
gigabytes, and that's the Xbox One S has 250 gigabytes. So 2 games of Call of Duty and your hosed.
God damn.
Yeah.
So again, that's another thing that you have to think about. If these games are they're only going to get bigger and bigger and bigger, how much of the hard drive is actually going to be worthwhile if you get a digital edition? I know, like, obviously with the discs you do put information on there, but surely it's not as much as just buying it as downloading a digital version.
Yeah, I think so. It looks like the PS5's hard drive is going to be 825 gigabytes.
So bigger than the Xbox.
Yeah, that's what it's that's what Eurogamer is reporting.
And that's for both of them. Was it not?
I can't confirm that, but okay. That's the SSD that's inside 825 gigabytes. I would imagine that's for both, but again, that's not confirmed. This is mostly no. It looks like Push Square saying that's definitely confirmed.
So you're having to pay another $200 and some just to get that for the Xbox with the expansion.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's different, but what I've always done with consoles, from the Switch back to like the GameCube, or back when we had little little plastic memory cards,
yeah,
is if you look at your gaming habits, what do you normally do? You normally have 7-8 games installed all at the same time, and you're playing them, all of them actively. If it's me, I have like a couple of multiplayer games that I play on I cycle through. Then I have one or two big story games, and then when I'm done with it, I uninstall it and move on. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But
so I think that's why. Back on the, I'm sorry to interrupt you. On the Wii U, I bought an external hard drive because the Wii U natively supported USB hard drives right out of the box.
But it wasn't $200 worth.
No, it supported it. Cheap ones. The reason this one for Xbox is so expensive is because it's proprietary. You know what I mean? It's not one you can buy off the shelf.
So that's my next question. Are you going to be able to get a third party hard drive for this Xbox?
No.
Do you have to have this one?
It only uses the Xbox One. Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Well done, Xbox. I think you just killed your market.
That's what they did with the 360, if you remember. The 360 had it's weird thing that like slid onto the side. Did you ever see it?
No, I guess I did.
Oh man, it's dumb.
Oh wow, this has really annoyed me. I don't understand.
Someone got triggered.
Yeah, clearly. I'm apologize to all the Xbox fans or Microsoft fans out there, but you're wrong. You're paying this stupid amount of money for a console. Why is this not a thing that's already inside it? If Sony can do this with the PlayStation 5, you're getting over 800 gig for the same price. You don't have to buy a stupid whatever hard drive to add on to increase your hard drive space. It's so dumb.
Let's see. You can expand your PS5 hard drive storage in two ways: expanding the internal storage with a Sony certified off-the-shelf SSD, or plugging in any external hard drive. So yeah, PS5 is going to support any external like this, like the Wii U did. You know you're in good company when you can say, and just like the Wii U, we'll support external hard drives.
God, yeah.
In the Nintendo Switch, you could buy an upgraded memory card and plug in too, because it has some internal, but it uses micro SD cards of all things.
But again, you don't have to buy a Nintendo license brand for that.
I mean, this is Microsoft. All their crap has been proprietary. They used to be able to plug. They had a Wi-Fi adapter for the Xbox 360. And it was proprietary. You couldn't just plug in the old Wi-Fi adapter. I used to have a range extender workaround that worked on it, and then Microsoft patched it out.
Yeah, I remember that because I think one of my brother's friends had that Xbox, and they had that little adapter on the back.
And then they came out with like a higher speed one, and it was $85.
Wow!
Like, what are you guys doing? What are you doing, Xbox? Everyone knows you have to go wired anyway if you really want the.
Well, yeah, true. Good point.
Good connection. But yeah, your point's well heard on the Xbox external hard drive or proprietary bullshit that they pull, but that's really on brand for them. And you know, I think what you're saying is true, that 825 gigabytes, well, that's a lot. Well, it's a lot for PS4 games. Maybe it won't be for PS5 games.
Yeah, I mean, yes, true.
All that lighting on that dragon or that big monster you saw in Demon's Souls. Yeah. I mean, that's going to take up at least a gig.
But you're still getting more than the Xbox for the same price.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
that's just my point. That's it.
It's sticker shock. I mean, it's why people daily go and buy something that's a little bit cheaper that costs them more in maintenance over the course of the lifetime of owning the product. If you sit down and do the math, buying, even if the Xbox was cheaper, if you want the same amount of storage space, you're going to pay more.
Yeah. I do also, I don't know if it was you or someone else that I was talking to, but someone mentioned that Microsoft seemed to be moving, not abandoning, but moving away from the console. I was like concentrating less on the console market and going more to the PC gaming side.
Yeah, and there's two ways to look at that. You know, it's like It'd be like if Michael Jordan challenged me to a game of one-on-one, and I said, I'm not really pursuing basketball right now because I know I'm going to get my ass kicked. I mean, the Xbox One got their ass handed to them. So, and they spent a bunch of money on the Xbox One X and making that the most powerful system ever. They put a ton of R&D into it, design, and had this beast of a machine that not a whole lot of people could afford. Yeah. And it didn't win them the console war. So Sony handedly handed them their ass. Hell, Switch handed them their ass this year or this generation.
Yeah.
By going after different things. Nintendo focused on being different in the market with a smaller, less powerful, but portable machine that you could get pretty good experiences of most games on the go if you wanted to, or you could hook it up to your TV and play a slightly less terrible version. But PlayStation said, you know what we're going to do? We're going to go get all the big exclusives and release them on our console. And, it worked out well for them.
Yeah.
And so what Microsoft said was, fine, we're taking our ball and going home. We're going to put out our games on everything. So they're going, what's the most common thing you've heard, like people that in gaming or your gamer friends say about next generation? I don't really think I need an Xbox because everything I want to play is going to come to PC, and I already have a PC.
Yeah, exactly. I'll just get it for PC.
Yeah. So what I think Xbox is trying to do, and you can see some of this in I don't know how much of this you've seen with their pricing models. They are bundling. If you go to the store, like right now, to buy a cell phone, you don't just go, here's $800, here's my cell phone, thank you. No, they take that price of the cell phone, they wrap it up in a contract with your data plan, and they say, okay, this phone is $80 a month for all, and you get the phone and all this, right?
Yep.
If right now, if you go to Best Buy in America and you say, I want to pre-order an Xbox, they say, okay, great. Do you want this bundle or this bundle? And it's the price. Yeah. It's just a contract, just like and you have to have, you have to pass a credit app and everything.
Really?
But what comes with the bundle? Xbox Game Pass. You're buying Xbox Game Pass, which now includes the EA Play, which is a really shrewd move by both those companies, because what they want to do is get you in their ecosystem, whether you're playing on PC, whether you're playing on your tablet, whether you're playing on your phone, or whether you're playing on your console. I could see, and maybe this is crazy, but I could see in a couple of years, Microsoft coming out with an app that launches and plays on other consoles. Because what's stopping them? Netflix can go on PS4, Xbox, and Switch. And if you're just streaming the games anyway.
But I feel like, yes, it's probably quite a smart move, I guess. But I feel like it negates the point of having an Xbox console. You're buying it just because you can get the Game Pass on it, or get, what was it, EA Play?
Or EA, Play, I think is what it's called.
So why, I don't know, why would you buy a console just for that if you're going to go and play it on PC or another, or your tablet or phone or whatever?
Yeah,
it seems like...
I think you can kind of see it in the way that they have an Xbox One, or I keep calling it One, Xbox Series S.
See, it was a stupid name.
Dumbest thing, yeah. The Series S and the Series X are like the base iPhone and the fancy new iPhone. Like, the games are all going to have to run on both of those. So how much... This is kind of where I don't like the generational... or I like the generational jump forward, that we get a significant increase in graphics. But, if you're an app developer for Android or iTunes and you're making video games on there, you have to make sure that it runs on the oldest phone and this newest phone, right?
Yeah.
So how much of our games cost is going to be wrapped up in making sure that your brand new Halo game can also run on the Xbox One? Because they're saying it's going to be cross-generational. You're going to be able to play that new Doom or a new Halo game that got delayed till next year. You're going to be able to play that on the current Xbox One. They've
done that with the Cold War as well.
Yeah. So, are you getting the best possible graphics for your Xbox Series X and your PS5, or are you getting good enough graphics because we have to also spend a lot of time and resources to make sure it runs on this old piece of shit hoopty console from 2 generations ago? That's a negative viewpoint, but it's reality. What was the number one thing you heard about the Halo reveal? Do you remember?
No. That
it looked kind of silly and cartoony and wasn't visually impressive.
Okay.
a lot of people think that feedback. I've heard a lot of speculation that feedback led to them delaying it, or was part of them delaying it to like polish it up. But yeah, it's not gonna look great if it has to run on every console that Microsoft's ever made.
Which you just brought a question to mind there. Did the PS5 state that it was going to be backwards compatible at all?
They didn't mention it in that thing we just watched, but they have said in the past, they started out saying that it will be backwards compatible PS4 games, but they're not all going to be ready at launch. And they kind of walked that back, that there's a list, and only the most popular ones will be done, maybe. So they've really like softened the language around it to where, and if you look at that reveal we just watched, they said, on PlayStation Network, you can just download them on day one. If you're on PSN.
Yeah, according to, I just did a quick Google search. According to Push Square, Sony has confirmed that PS4 games will be playable on the PS5, meaning that the PlayStation 5 is backwards compatible with the PS4. This means that you'll be able to download games that you've purchased from the PlayStation Store. So you play the downloadable games? Oh, you'll also be able to insert physical PS4 discs into PS5 and play them on the next-gen console. You won't be able to use physical media on the PS5 digital edition because there isn't a disc drive.
There's your other reason. If you have PS4 games,
that is true.
And you might want to get the hard drive version. I don't know. How old is that article?
2 days ago.
Oh, okay. Well, that's more modern than what I heard.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm very on the fence. I'm definitely not going to buy an Xbox, and I don't have any compelling reason to buy an Xbox right now. Like, and it's not about. I mean, if I wanted one, I could find the money for it, but it's more expensive. It has less exclusives. It has less of the things that I want, and everything I want to do, I can get in their ecosystem somewhere. So back to your question about why are they kind of doing this? I think it's a future-proofing move because they're probably looking at where to invest their money now. They know they have a fan base of Xbox console lovers, so they're going to make an Xbox for them. But they're also going to reach their hand in the cookie jar of the digital ecosystem of the future, because right now, Epic is suing Apple and Android, their shops, for monopolistic practices. Because right now, if you put anything on an Android phone, you pay Google 30% in the app. Yeah. If you put anything on iTunes, like here's what it is. That game Fortnite sells V-Bucks, virtual currency, right?
Yeah.
And Apple takes 30% of every V-Buck sale that they do.
Okay.
And so what Epic tried to do was they put a storefront inside their app that let you buy it directly from them and bypass iTunes fee. And iTunes was like, hell with that, and they took their app down. And now they're suing them. The day that they took it down, they took them to court. Which, I'm not the biggest fan of Epic, but then Epic said, "Hey, did I lose you?"
No, I'm sorry.
I had a weird thing in my ear here. I went silent for a second.
Nope.
So Epic went back when Microsoft weighed in and said, "Hey, whoa, let's not rock the boat on this." Epic said, "Okay, Microsoft, we want a bigger cut for every version or every video game that uses, Epic's engine, Unreal Engine." And Microsoft's like, "Well, maybe you guys have a point. We'll go ahead and weigh in and say iTunes and because that's what they did to Steam, right? They made their own store because they didn't want to pay Steam's 30% fee either."
Well, I was just thinking then, like it's kind of underhanded for them to do that in the first place. If you're using their store, so why should you be any different from anyone else that are having to pay 30%?
Yeah, I think their argument is that they have a monopoly on the concept of
they
digital
do
storefronts, and
just because Epic wants to be different. Shut up.
So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out, because that's going to shape the future of how all of these digital storefronts work. If these deals can be happen within the, let's say the settlement is iTunes says, "Okay, Epic, we'll only take 15% from you." Well, then the negotiation starts happening for everybody else.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good. Competition is good. If they actually do have a monopoly at if it's determined by lawyers and judges that they have a monopoly, and that's a monopolistic practice because you can't, it'd be like if you and I decided to make our own smartphone, you're going to get crushed under the boot heel.
Yeah.
I don't know. I overall, I was impressed with it. I think I'm definitely going to get the digital version just because I don't want to spend the money.
Yeah.
And we'll see how it goes. You're going to get one on day one? You're going to try to pre-order it?
No. I'm not that rich, unfortunately.
Not that rich?
No. And plus I need to see a list of what is actually going to be released with the console on the actual date of when it's out. Which November.
Look at you and your responsible spending.
Yeah. And plus it's right before Christmas as well. So I can't justify spending that amount of money just for me when
Merry Christmas, friends and family. I didn't get you anything because I bought me a PS5.
Dust.
Well, see, here's what you do. Get married, have a kid, and then get your kid the PS5 for Christmas, and then you're covered.
Wow, that is way too much effort. And plus, also 9 months down the line.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta, you had to have been working on this about 9 months ago for it to work out.
I could save that amount of money in 9 months.
Yeah, there might be some other hidden costs in that whole process I'm not factoring in.
Yeah, I think getting married might cost.
I mean, yeah, it definitely can, but... By the way, I want to let everybody in the podcast know that today is Cherry Cake's birthday. Happy birthday, Cherry.
Oh, thank you. Yay.
You thought you were getting out of here without that, didn't you?
God damn it. Almost.
All right, guys. Well, we will probably, what do we say we're going to talk about on the next show? Do you want to give a little tease?
Ooh, well, Nintendo might be dropping something kind of new, but not new, on Friday. Hint, it's Mario. So.
Oh, the 3D All-Stars game.
Yes.
We're going to play and review it.
I'm very much looking forward to this.
I've already got my frowny face going.
No, I know this is a whole other world for the next podcast episode, so I won't go too far into it. But I'm very excited for this, mainly because I haven't played Galaxy or Sunshine. So 2 brand new games for me.
Yes, and we get to relive the hell that was playing a 3D game in the 90s. Mario 64's camera.
I'm sure we will talk about that when we get to it.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining us, and give us some feedback. Did you like the PS5 React video? We've never done one of these live React video pods before, so have to give us some feedback down in the comments or tweet at me at CrunkyTTV with 2 N's or at Cherry518. No, Cherry Cake 518.
There you go.
With 2 R's?
Yes, just 2 R's.
2 R's. All right. And we'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.